EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's another beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the viewpoint of industry operators. Also on the package is Let's Talk, and our focus is on Ojire Prime Financial Services Limited, a world-class customer-focused banking solutions provider in Africa. On Spot On, we shall bring you the second part of our conversation with Assembly Young, highly experienced technology product development expert and industry captain, Emeka Emetarom, who is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Core Technologies Limited, a revolutionary financial services infrastructure company in Africa and one of the most distinguished CEOs in 2024. And on the face-to-face, we shall continue our one-on-one with a stylish but focused woman, business strategist, vision-driven entrepreneurial expert and industry captain, Adedoyin Ademiloye Oyetoyon, who is Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Egolepe Limited, a notable smart payment solutions provider in Nigeria, and indeed one of the most distinguished CEOs to look up to in 2024. It's a package you'll love to watch. Sit back as we bring you the details. Victoria Oladejo is the General Manager of JTF Home Care Services Limited, a notable therapeutic care solutions provider in Nigeria.
We hope that the current administration can invest in private businesses like ours, in our healthcare, and provide grants so we can make these our care ends accessible and affordable to everyone. For Nigerian youths pursuing career, I would advise that they acquire necessary skill sets, adapt to the market trends, and also get some technological networking connections around the group. For our line of business, meaning that we offer caregiver and nursing services, a lot of people are not enlightened with our line of work. They negate us for domestic staffs, and we are caregivers. They are trained. Most of them are even care assistants in the hospitals. Most of them are graduates, the caregivers that we have. And they are trained they are professionals in their line of work because they offer more deepened services than that of domestic staffs, like cooks, washman, kitchen staffs and all. I'm Victoria Oladejo, the General Manager at GTF Home Care Services, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a bachelor's degree holder in History and Strategic Studies, University of Lagos, and also master's degree in International Affairs and Diplomacy, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. I am saddled with the responsibilities of carrying the day-to-day activities of this great company and managing the staffs.
Palmades Group is an award-winning agro products export organization. We are well known in Nigeria and also internationally. Our office is in Dubai. We have trade offices in Vietnam. We have trade office in Turkey. We have also in Georgia. So we've been into this business for 8 years, and over the years we have been a frontliner in export business in Nigeria, especially when it comes to agro products. So we've won several awards, and also we've attended several international and local seminars and conferences. My role as the operation manager entails the day-to-day activities of the company. I have to coordinate the Export Training Academy. I also work with our team in Dubai. I also interact with our clients internationally. So when it comes to contract sealing, contract negotiation, when it comes to price negotiation with some of our local suppliers, these are some of my roles. Some of the challenges are because the business is capital intensive. So, and also because of my roles, it's multitasking. A number of times you have a number of clients that you have to attend to per day, both internationally and locally. So I have to position myself to ensure that I'm able to interact with these people as much as I can. So a number of times, because of the time difference, sometimes some of them they contact us during the thick of the night. So I have to ensure that they are attended to because of the time difference. Because we need to. Over the years, they've known us to be very efficient, and also we are customer focused. We give our best to ensure that they get responses as promptly as they can get anyway.
Idoka Idoko is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of Ojire Prime Financial Services Limited, a world-class customer-focused banking solutions provider in Nigeria, and indeed one of the most distinguished CEOs to look up to in 2024.
I'll still repeat what I said, customer experience, right? Because talk about transfers, competitors have it. Talk about technology, they all have it. It's difficult to replicate that experience. We offer savings account, we offer credit, we offer bill payment, we offer transfers to other banks. We offer dedicated account number that can be created from just a mobile phone. It takes pretty much less than 3 minutes to set up an account with us, right? We offer savings account, we offer credit, we offer bill payment, and we offer savings. We have this very interesting, innovative approach to savings called Boxes, available on the app, and you can download and look it up. Well, just like every other market globally, we have our own challenges, but I don't think we're doing bad, right? And I arguably, right, I dare say that we, across every other sector in Nigeria, the financial sector is most regulated and most structured, right? And I don't think we're doing bad. We might have our challenge like every other country in the world, but honestly, I don't think we're doing bad. If you ask me to speak about fraud, I'll tell you that fraud doesn't start from security. It's not a security issue. It's an identity issue. And I would explain it to you. Let's take Nigeria as in context. It's not robots that carry frauds, it's humans. That's why I say it's an identity issue. Nigeria is a country with over 200 million persons, that an estimate of about 120 million are classified as adults, right? You, as an adult, is expected that you should have a bank account. And one of the major criteria of having a bank account in a country like Nigeria is your BVN. But without your NIN, you can't get a BVN. You get? So it distills down from NIN. And if you look at NIN, you're going to see somewhere around, I stand to be corrected, don't quote me on this, between 100 and 120 million registered Nigerians that have NIN number. And if you have NIN, it means you're qualified to get a BVN. You compare that data with the total number of BVN as at 10th January is about 60 million. So there's that gap in between, and you begin to ask that, what's happening? Where are these people? You're seeing millions of persons with NIN, yet no BVN, and they've been transacting. How? So I think when we talk about fraud, I say, see, addressing fraud, it's not a security issue. If we address fraud from an identity issue, it becomes easy to nail. For the next few years for us, it's not rocket science. We want to go public in 4 to 5 years, right? It's a direction we're really chasing towards. We want to become a commercial bank in Nigeria in the next 5 years, at least regional, right? We're looking to step into that space. And that's why we're careful around governance and ensuring things are well structured. Then, yes, currently we've made some very interesting move into the international markets. We're looking to launch in the UK currently, and any moment we should be fully launching in the UK. Then we're also working towards a European banking license via the Republic of Lithuania. We've actively started working on that, and expect some of those news maybe in the next 1 year.
Ojere Prime app just got better. Guess what? There is more money to go around, because why not? You can now earn up to 22% interest when you save with our boxes, and there is a box for everyone. Payment for your TV, data, electricity bills can now be done seamlessly from the Ojere Prime application at no extra cost. Customer experience is more personalized. An account manager is assigned to you, and you're just a dial away from them. Better security measures have also been put in place to ensure the safety of your money and personal information. Tired of fighting with your bank on payday? We have something for you. We have a customizable template on the app you can share with your HR to make Ojere Prime your salary account. What are you waiting for? Update your app today to start enjoying the specs, or download the Ojere Prime application on App Store or Play Store if you're ready.
Emeka Emetarom, a similarly young, highly experienced technology product development expert, astute entrepreneur and industry captain, is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Core Technologies Limited, a notable financial services infrastructure firm in Nigeria and one of the most distinguished CEOs in 2024.
So at Core, I think the best way to think about it is that we want to be able to deliver solutions that allow any financial services provider to deliver products to their own customers in the most automated, cost-effective way, right? At the core of it all, we've started with a core banking system, which is a fully fledged core banking system, full retail banking, and also with functionality that's even commercial bank specific that we are rolling out this year. We have digital self-service channels, so mobile banking applications easily customizable and deployable on the store, so customers can go there, download the app, open accounts for any financial institution that is signed onto the platform. Plus, that comes with internet banking as well. So mobile, internet banking, and USSD all bundled into one self-service channel, omni-channel solution, the way we call it, meaning once you're profiled one time, you have access to mobile, you have access to internet banking, you have access to USSD. Then we have a instant card issuance platform. Again, provision of instruments to allow for digital payments is critical to financial services delivery. So cards are huge in Nigeria, as you know. So we've been able to help banks to automate the process of issuance. Before now, the process of issuing a card took a customer 2 visits to the bank and probably a 2 to 3 week period if you're luckiest, right? We've been able to shrink those down to minutes in a way that the customer can walk into a banking hall, request for a card, and get that card produced, printed, card data generated, written to the chip, to the mark stripe, everything that needs to be done for the card to work, linked to his account, and it can walk out with a hot card that can be used immediately, right? To provide additional ease even on this service, we have enabled banks to deploy a self-service variant of the solution. So a self-service kiosk that allows you to go to, anywhere it is deployed. It could be outside a branch, it could be within an ATM gallery. It could even be in a mall. And you can select a card that you want, get a card easily. That service also extends to providing access for customers to request for cards on their mobile devices and get those cards shipped and delivered to them wherever they are, wherever they select as the address where they take the delivery. And then there's a solution for merchant services and agent banking. So allowing fintechs to deploy POS devices and terminals that would allow customers to either make payments in store for goods and services, or if the merchants want to use them to allow customers to, cash out cash or do funds transfers. It helps tremendously with financial inclusion. So that solution is there as well. And then we have a lending automation platform that has two components. So one component is full loan origination with automated underwriting, rules engines that you can configure to allow for instant approval of loans based on machine learning algorithms or whatever configurations you put in place. But in addition, a workflow-based engine that allows a bank or fintech to take their credit risk policies and essentially digitize them.
Adedoyin Ademiluyi Oyetoyon, a stylish woman, business strategist, vision-driven entrepreneurial expert and industry captain, is the managing director and chief executive officer of Egole Pay Limited, one of the fastest growing smart payment solutions providers in Nigeria, and indeed one of the most distinguished CEOs to look up to in 2024.
Fintechs are into payments. Banks are big merchants of payments. The advent of fintechs, of course, fintechs also collaborate with the banks. And when the fintech companies are coming up with ideas and bringing to the banks that, for example, we have our financial partners where all collections that we make are domiciled with. And when we come with our ideas and we tell the banks, it also helps them to say, okay, you know what, these guys are thinking, this is what they're bringing to the table. And also helping the banks to also develop and also come up with innovations that would match what the fintechs are bringing to the table. So I agree. The advent of fintechs has also improved the banking sector, which is very good. I agree with your take. The ease of doing business in Nigeria has improved, tremendously improved. I was at the market with my sister on Saturday, and I was impressed to see a market woman. I was going to pay. I was like, I have my card here. Can I pay? She was like, I have POS. And she brought it. I was like, oh, wow. We're getting there. So things that, like I mentioned, my mother also asked me for a POS. Even though I had to explain to her, you have to be careful. This is what card is. This is what, she was like, I need a POS for my business. So, things are getting better. We're not there yet. We still have the people that still don't believe, that are still scared, that have not adopted it. But say in 5 years to come, everybody will be where we want to do. So the ease of doing business is getting better. We have so many channels these days that people are coming up with, and people are adopting also. We're getting there. We're getting there. Nigeria is a developing country, and the government is doing its best. If you look at the recent policy that the government made about the decentralizing the power sector and allowing investors to invest into the power sector, that's like a step one, which the government has made. And we are better than how we were, say, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, when everything was expected to be provided by the government. Also, there's a recent policy that was released also by federal government allowing states to also generate their own power. I think the situation will get better. It's about to get better once we start allowing investors, foreign investors, to come into the power sector and have this looked into. We're on the way to achieve that. I believe so much in having investors coming into businesses and improve it, of course. So with the policies down on ground, I'm sure the state governments are looking at how to take advantage of this and ensure that the power sector gets improved over time, which I believe this is we're in a good era. So, I mean, the people right now have visions. They are churning out policies that can get this done. So, I mean, the policy that we have now is a step in the right direction. It's just to get the investors to come in and have different states generate their own power. Once we have that, we now have people subscribing to different providers and things will get easy. And then competition is there. Once there's enough competition, everybody sits up. So I think we've gotten the foundation has been set. It's just for us to build on it. I think inflation is a worldwide thing. It would be unfair for us to say it's only Nigeria that's experiencing inflation. Everywhere in the world, in the UK, I have people that have complained about inflation. It's everywhere in the world. It's the economy right now. It's a world economy right now. So, I mean, and of course, it affects Nigeria. It affects the business. So it affects all of us. I think the best thing is us continuously looking for ways to mitigate it and how we can improve the business. I see the government working tirelessly every day. You see messages being dropped by the CBN, you see the financial sectors, everybody's combating it. And it's a joint thing. It's not something that we can say, oh, it's only the government that will solve it. I mean, it's you and I, we are all the government. So there are policies that are being put in place to ensure that inflation is being combated every day. And it's just for us as people to also see the bits that we can do to also help the government. What's fintech without fraud? I mean, what's fintech without fraud? So I have a mentor that normally says that try any business in the world, bring it to Nigeria, that business will be tested. Because, Nigerians are very smart. And fraud is an everyday thing. It keeps, especially for a business, for a sector that is fast-paced like ours, it keeps everybody on their foot. It keeps us on our foot. And the fact that the environment is such that we have so many young and vibrant people that are thinking every day, it also helps us as a business to ensure that we're not lying down. We're on our foot every day. I mean, look at the policy of the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 that CBN gave out and says that for rural areas where they say for a tier 1 business, you don't have to have BVN. You just have to have a phone number to register your account, and see how, I mean, that process has been tested where, transfers are made into accounts that don't have BVN and the monies are moved out, and it has now forced us to ensure that the policy has now changed to ensure that every account now must have BVN. So it's not something that we can rule out. Fraud will always happen. We'll always have people that will continuously test the system. What it does for a business owner, for a fintech person, is to ensure that they are also on top of their game every day. So, I mean, for an environment that is developing, for an environment that is growing, for an environment that is fast-paced, fraud will always be there. That's why technology has to be there. That's why the team has to keep thinking and has to be on their foot to ensure that they are combating everything fraud. It's part of the business. It's part of life. It's something we have to survive. Like I already said, we're a business to watch out for. We have done so well in our first year, even though we don't have too much publicity. We have been leveraging our existing business to run for now. But in the next 5 years, we are looking at borderless business. We are looking at crossing borders across outside Nigeria, making payments simple, secured, and affordable across Africa. We're looking at having investors. We're looking at opening up to investors to invest into the business, active investors that can invest in the business and also be part of the business to grow and make it top 5 in Nigeria. So we've been here for 1 year. However, we've been part of our parent company. Our parent company has a number of CSR that is being done. There are children books that are sent across different states for children in the primary schools, are given to government to distribute to the children. And we also have something that is called skill acquisition, where everyone in the environment we are invited in to learn one skill or the other. We have people teaching people on software development and application. We have people teaching people on skill like tailoring, makeup, a number of things in the environment. We've had people that have come for this training and have gone up to set up their own business. The skill acquisition is for, say, 3 days. However, we now have the people that are providing the skills register some of these serious people that have come and take the training for 3 years, which the company foots the bill and pays for. And these people go back to start their own business and start their own company. So this is part of the things that we do for our environment.
We do what we can to stay afloat, but not anything negative.
Era of competition is gone.
Most Nigerians.
And this is where we bring down the curtains on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. Our deep gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.